Hey everybody, this is not a directly chess related video. So what we're looking at here is my YouTube stats since I started. So I started this channel back in late 2010 and since then I've had over 2 million views. That's absolutely awesome. Nearly 250,000 hours of videos watched. I activated monetization recently, so YouTube estimates that I've earned about $470 from ads so far, and we've hit 12,000 subscribers, which is really cool. But the reason I'm making this video is well, quite simply, when I started the channel I was working primarily for one client that I'd been helping since 2016, developing some software, doing marketing for them as well, SEO, that kind of thing. Now that contract actually came to an end in around August, September last year, 2022. And the simple fact is, guys, things are a bit tight right now. So really thinking about how I'm going to pay all the bills and stuff like that. Now, so the reason for this video is, if you're a fan of the channel, if you've been watching my videos for a long time, I've obviously made a lot of videos. I've made more than Gotham by some margin. Then you may be interested in, well, how can I help Hunty back? So what this video is about is for me to tell you a little bit more about me, a little bit more about what I can do for you guys as well. And you may be in a position to, we can help each other. So let me just run through a few things. So if you look on in the description of any of my videos now, you'll see a few things that you can do. Joining Chess Bootcamp Live, we're going to look at that. You can book a 1-hour chess lesson with me. So that's $29, or you can get 3 lessons for $69. So that's only $23 each. So I'd love to teach more. Quite honestly, I'd love to do this full time. If there's any way of doing that, that would be absolutely wonderful. So yeah, you can book 3 lessons there. You can just chuck me a tip. You can buy me a pint if you want to. There's a little Stripe link there. Or there's the $10 training game where we just arrange a time, send a challenge, play online, I narrate my thoughts, and we post it to the channel. So a bit of exposure there. So that's more or less it. So let's zip through. So if you book a chess lesson, then it uses Calendly. This is really cool. You simply pick a day and it tells you what available times. Now obviously I'm looking at this myself, so it doesn't really work. These are the times on each particular day in your own time zone where you can book a 1-hour lesson. So that works really well. And then Calendly takes the payment and everything else. So that's really cool. Very simple. Or there's Chess Bootcamp Live. Absolutely wonderful. We do 8 hours of live training sessions every month, and it's $49 a month. But if you put in the code trial at the start, you get month 1 for just $9. So even if you're just a big fan of the channel and you'd love to sponsor us, then that's a really good way to do that. So this month's sessions are already set up for July. So I'm on this Thursday at 7 p.m. These are all UK times. So that's take off 5 hours for US Eastern, or 8 hours for Pacific time. James is on the following Thursday. Craig is on the Thursday after that, and then Saturday 22nd we've got our group session with all the coaches all on board, and you can get all the stuff in the members area. I've shown you all that kind of stuff before. Okay, on to other things. What else can I do? Well, writing is actually, you may be surprised to hear, I'm not a top chess player. No, writing is actually my special power. I have written a bunch of books. I've got some of them next to me. So I've got this one, because I used to be very well known as a web designer, web design blogger. I wrote a book. This came out in 2011, published by Wiley. Very well rated on Amazon, and that's actually still selling, a few copies every quarter. There's that one. I wrote one a few years ago called The Red Pill Revolution, which is all about how a different way of looking at how the world really works and how you can stay sane through that. I wrote that with 4 other guys, but I was the main wordsmith on that. What else have we got? Well, there's Expert Liberation. Expert Liberation is kind of a book I wrote a few years ago about how you can take your own personal passion and expertise and make it into a business. So that's $29. You get that book, you get it in audiobook format as well, and a few other bonuses. So that's at expertliberation.com. I'll put all the links in the description for this. And then there's my most recent thing, which is the Big Fat Challenge. I think I've mentioned it maybe once or twice in passing. Look at this chumpy fellow. That's me in December last year, right? Before I did the 90-day challenge, which is where basically you fuel your body with its manufacturer's recommended fuel, which is fats from the animal kingdom, not from the plant kingdom. Okay, so that's interesting. If you go to, you have to put the www on the front, thebigfatchallenge.com, or if you're also interested, there's a presentation that Phil and I put together called The Food Conspiracy, which is at www.thebigfatchallenge.com/the-food-conspiracy, which is really interesting as well. So you might want to have a look at that if you are carrying a few extra pounds like I was, and you want to take back control of your health, then that is another awesome way to do it. So that's it. That's me just putting it out there. If you are in a position, oh, by the way, as well, obviously, if you want a website doing, I actually skipped something over, didn't I, as well, by the way. So let me go back to, so this is benhunt.com. If you want a book, if you feel like you've got a book in you, but maybe you're not a writer, you don't think you're a writer, you don't have the time necessarily to do it, I have ghostwritten several books for other people. Non-fiction only, can't ghostwrite a fiction book. But come along to benhunt.com, check that out. If you are in a position where you think you've got a story to tell the world, I can help you do that. Also, of course, I've been a professional web designer since 1994, so maybe you need a website. Maybe your business needs a website, or maybe you just need some help with copywriting, emails, all that kind of stuff. So, like I say, just putting it out there for you guys. If you're in a position to help a brother out, then you can always email me, ben@benhunt.com, very simple. And I'd really appreciate it. Whatever you can do. I feel like I've put a lot into, and my wife knows this as well, by the way, I've put a lot into building this channel over several years, and we've got to the modest score of 12,000 subs. Obviously, you can't subscribe again if you're already subbed. So, here's some other ways that you can help me give a bit back if you feel like it, and if you're in a position to do so. So, just putting it out there. Thank you for your time. Really appreciate everyone's support. Take care.